story of Gianni. It's 2:08 p.m. November 26th. So whatever this game is, so whoever these guys are investigating in this, the reason these guys aren't in prison is because these people are either dumb as nails, psychiatric illness, or zero credibility, and they're involved, and these kids are probably giving them cuts. And this game they keep talking about, which is supposedly about my life, and I'm supposed to have all these opportunities and money and this and that, these kids who are running it illegally, pretending to be with me, aren't and never were associated with me. And part of the way they're staying out of prison is selling these opportunities or gifts or this and that, and that's how some of these terrorists are avoiding prison. So these investigators are stealing these opportunities, gifts, and they're also stealing my ideas that I create with my own mind and bribing people with them. And that's how these terrorists are avoiding prison, and these murderers, rapists, and other things. So that's a way a lot of these criminals are avoiding prison, is by bribing people with property that's mine illegally. So that's a key piece of this. So whoever these investigators are, the reason these kids aren't in prison are because they're receiving bribes. And suppose this game wasn't about infiltration or whatever this game is. I was supposed to supposedly find my calling or learn shit, and these kids were actually selling these opportunities pertaining to things I was supposed to be learning. And I guess because they're so desperate, looking at multi-trillion-dollar lawsuits of life in prison and going to prison for terrorism, a whole little army of them, they're trying to use the game as a game for infiltration, and that's their hustle. Supposedly it was never supposed to be for that. I was just supposed to learn all sorts of stuff and just learn and explore. But another piece of this is these guys who investigating this are being bribed, or they're involved with the terrorists and they're trying to use it for a global terrorist agenda for infiltration. So these guys just need to go to prison. This is ridiculous. And yeah, no, you don't get to become a hitman and a bank robber. And if you get caught, avoid prison. When you're a hitman and a bank robber and you try to murder someone for their own money and property, you go to prison. So aren't these guys in prison?